Hey guys, Basil here with BTech. At the end of the last video, we asked you what video do you want to see next. You unanimously said you want an HTC U11 Sony Xperia XZ1 speaker comparison, and so that's what this is. Now the setups are different across both. The HTC has a bottom speaker and a front speaker. The Sony Xperia XZ1 has two front speakers. Also, the HTC has two music modes or audio modes, one theatre, one music. The theatre mode produces the same audio from both top and bottom, whereas the music mode produces a kind of tweeter effect from the top speaker and the remainder of the sound comes out of the bottom. The Sony Xperia XZ1 is a little bit more simple in that it has the same sound from both the top and the bottom speaker by default, but there are some modes in the audio settings and it should be very clear as to which ones we've got switched on because they do make an effect or have an effect. Clear Audio Plus is the one that we're going to use as we found it works best for music and audio. If I jump into sound effects, S4 Surround actually muffles the top, that creates an illusion of bass. It doesn't necessarily increase the volume. Now we're going to keep Clear Audio Plus on, like I said, as our findings produce the best results from playing music back with Clear Audio Plus. And we're going to play music in music mode on the HTC U11. We're going to be using the Spotify application. This is in extreme quality. The reason we're using the same application is because both modes, music mode and Clear Audio Plus, apply to the Spotify application. Extreme quality will produce the best. Spotify is pretty representative of how a lot of people listen to music. We're going to be measuring audio levels with the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, but don't go with the audio levels alone. Remember guys, the HTC U11 has a bottom speaker and a front speaker, whereas Sony two front speakers. So the position of the XZ Premium will never be fair. You want to go with what you're hearing from the microphone. And with that, let's kick off by listening to some music. Creeped into the 70s there. What about the XZ1? While it was louder than the XZ before it and the XZ Premium, it isn't quite as loud as the incredibly loud U11. What about some piano music? How does it handle it? And on the XZ1? Actually, there wasn't a huge amount in that at all. With lower kind of music, bassier piano music that's just a little bit more, I guess, soulful with the instrumental, it doesn't seem to create much difference. The volume and the lows and the piano-y bits are actually very similar. But what happens when she actually starts singing?
Don't play that song for me, 'cause it brings back memory. Don't play that song for me, 'cause it brings back memory.
Okay, so when she starts singing, that's when the extra volume really comes through on the HTC U11, sorry. The XZ1 is brilliant for kind of the lowers, but the highs are really coming through well on the U11. But what about a little bit of music makes me lose control?
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Pretty comfortably in the 70s there. And on the XZ1?
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
So less penetrating, probably easier to listen to for long periods because there is less pitchiness there. You do have more volume though on the HTC U11 if that is what you're after. What about air on a G string? Almost creeped into 70s on the U11 and on the XZ1. Moving from one to the other. They sound really, really similar and really, really good. There may be slight volume differences between the two, but I'm super, super impressed. After the XZ was a bit of a speaker disappointment, the XZ1 seems to have picked up the slack. Right, how about a bit of opera even? Again, both sound good. The HTC U11 has a little bit more detail in that audio, but the Sony Xperia XZ1 isn't quite as sharp, and therefore, again, while it might not be as penetrating, might be a little bit easier to listen to for long periods. Last one, we'll listen to a little bit of Pop by my friend Dragus. And swap over. And swap over. And swap over. So interestingly enough, that actually showcased the HTC U11, the best out of all the songs, and the Sony Xperia XZ1 that little bit worse. It sounded just a little bit softer, a little bit flatter, and the lack of penetration in terms of audio on the Z1 worked against it in this case and in the favour of the U11. Now that we listened to some music, let's watch some video. I've flicked the HTC U11 into theatre mode and we can play the same video. And sorry guys, it's more of me, but it'll give you an idea how talking stacks up on these microphones. I'm actually going to hold them in the same kind of position, this, so that they are both equidistant from the microphone, and swap them out.
I spent over a week with the LG V30 and the Sony Xperia XZ1.
I've spent over a week with the LG V30 and the Sony Xperia XZ1. How do these two flagships stack up? Well, the LG V30 is kind of a flagship. It's a video-oriented flagship from LG, packing...
How do these two flagships stack up?
Well, the LG V30 is kind of a flagship. It's a video-oriented flagship from LG, packing B&O audio tuning. It's got a quad DAC... Yeah, it is undeniable. When it comes to video even, the HTC U11 is louder, but it isn't necessarily as easy to listen to for long durations because it is a tiny bit pitchier. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you heard in the microphones. If you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button. You may have seen there has been another poll as to what video to make next. Let me know what video you want to see, and hopefully I'll do my very best to make it in the next 24 to 48 hours. Thanks for watching BTech.